this is Kara. Thursday, how you doing? Well, I hope topic this week is human euthanasia. You know, American males, white American males tend to really like euthanasia. No, awful joke. Stupid joke. Had to go there though. You just have to. It's part of the deal. Anyway, last week I didn't upload a video. I apologize. It was about can you be a Christo-Wiccan, Christo-Witch, pagan, blah, 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 blah. And it was just my week was messed up, so I couldn't post, but the simple, Kristen, actually, if you watched her video, perfect layout of the topic. Mine, however, is very quick and simple, which was yes, yes you can, sure, why not, because religion in my view is contrived anyway. All religion is just a man-made up, human-made up, thing to deal with culture and life on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, it's completely made up, and in 100 years there'll probably be a dozen other religions. It's just you can do and create and meld and blend. I mean, God, you could be you could be a pagan atheist, perhaps. That's a topic I'd like to see discussed, actually. But that's my answer, pure and simple. Basically, religion is just very contrived anyway, and you can create and combine any of it, so why not? But yeah, so on to human euthanasia. Is it ethical to assist suicide for people who are in pain and suffering, and how does it correlate to the creed of any harm none and the threefold and all that? And I think that it is definitely ethical. I think that it is absolutely, you should definitely, there shouldn't be any somebody saying that you cannot relieve this person of their physical suffering if they are on their way out and they were in agony. It is our obligation. I mean, we do it to the animals. I mean, your dog, your poor dear dog can't walk on its hind legs, and some people, extend their life and they, will get a doggy wheelchair, which, but most people don't. They put them down. I had a dog who lost her hind leg ability to walk, and I was searching for wheelchairs because I wasn't ready to put her down. Selfish me, right? But I walked her and I helped her go to the bathroom. I mean, it was really, a weird time. But I could sense that she didn't want to go. She didn't want to go. She didn't want to go. Bye. And so I kept her, and I helped her walk, and it was like having a kid. I knew when she had to go to the bathroom, and we would just go, and I would hold her hips and she would go, and that's love, man. I tell you, I love this dog. And miraculous things happened with this dog. Miraculous things happened in that she regained her ability to walk on her back legs. I mean, I shit you not, this is freaking freaky, and like with 3 months of me helping her walk, and 3 months of me just agonizing over her, and all of a sudden she is able to walk again. She's wobbly, but she was able to walk again, and she regained her, and then like a year later she's hiking with me. I can't explain it. And why I'm bringing this up is because, I think that putting her down, euthanizing her, would have been a wrong choice because she wasn't necessarily in agony and she didn't want to go. I was so connected to this dog, I knew that she didn't want to leave. It was not, you know what I mean? She was not in agony and pain and like, I can't, put me down out of my misery. And when you have animals or things or loved ones that are very close to you, animal or human, you know when it's time. You know when it's time. And if they can tell you that they know it's time, even better. But even if they can't tell you that it's time, there's something undeniable in the human spirit, the connection that you have with another soul. You know when it's time. And to have some motherfucker telling you that you cannot exercise that right that you have to alleviate a loved one's suffering when you know it's time and they know it's time and it's clear as day, that's wrong. I think, and I don't think you're harming, the harm none creed, you're harming, you're causing harm to continue and perpetuate agony and not give this person release when they are seeking it and want it. And, I always refer to Native Americans because, not that I know anything about them more than anybody else, the reason is because I feel very influenced by them, and not that I'm appropriating their culture or spiritual belief at all either, but I was raised and grew up all of my life until now around in the Navajo culture, so I gained a lot of information, knowledge, teachings just by being in their presence all the time. I grew up on and off certain Navajo reservation regions. So anyway, that's why I'm always referring to Native American stuff, because it's very relevant in my life, and they're very close to the earth, and they know what's up, usually. But Native Americans, when a tribal elder back in the day was no longer able to serve his people, when a leader, a chief, whatever, could no longer serve his people, became a burden, and became sick to the point where it would cost his loved ones their energy and time, and they would go off and they'd go for their walk and they would not come back. You know what I mean? They would go and they would, I don't know what, but this is a story I've heard a couple times, and it kind of is synonymous with your right as a human being. You know when it's time to go, and if you need to go and you are especially a burden, and you are especially not a burden, if you feel you're a burden, if and you're suffering and you're in pain, and there's no release for you, there's nothing that can be done other than death itself, you should have the full freedom to go. And if you can't do it on your own, it should not be a criminal act to help your loved one go, just as it wouldn't be a criminal act to put an animal out of its misery after you see it suffering in the road. Why is it any different? It shouldn't be, So, yeah, that's my answer. That's my opinion. That's what I think. Those are my thoughts. I certainly would help somebody if my loved one was, if their lower half was ripped off in some freaking accident or bomb, and they were looking at me and they were like, please, oh my God, please just, let me go. I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat if I loved them and that was, and half their body's missing and that there's no hope. I'd do it in a heartbeat. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think that that's actually a blessing. And so, yeah. Blessed be you, and have a good week. See you next week.